This is a Caterpillar 992C rubber tire loader. It was made in 1/48 scale by Classic Construction Models. Now they made two versions of this loader. There's a standard version, which you see here, and they also made a beadless tire version, which basically had a bare rubber tire and a set of like tracks around it, like single or double grouser. I can't remember what it is, but it was pretty interesting. Both versions have been sold out for quite a while, but they do come up for sale every once in a while, and you can still get them, but they're fairly hard to find. Now CCM did a pretty good job on this particular model. There's a couple things that I don't really care for, but overall it's nice to have a big classic loader, and the 992C is one of those loaders that's, yeah, there's still so many of them working today. And, you know, how many thousands of hours is that, you know, to be working every day for, I don't know, 30 years? I'm not sure how old these are, actually. Anyway, the model is really heavy. It weighs a ton. If you look back here, you can see how this is all, I don't know if the term's photo etched or what, but all the grading and everything is hollow. You can see right through it. It looks fantastic. The paint's pretty good. I think it's a little too thick in some spots, but overall it's very nice. The cab door opens up, and it's got a pretty well done cab interior in there. Everything looks good. It's got the fire extinguishers on the back side, which that's a nice touch. The articulation is stiff, but it does get all the way. Now, when it comes to the loader mechanism and the bucket itself, I didn't really like the teeth on the bucket. I think they look a little goofy, like they're not quite the right size for the bucket. They look like they're wore down, actually. And you can see that the paint is just a little too thick there, but that's just nitpicking. I mean, overall, it's a fantastic model. It really is. The other thing that I'm not real fond of is that the dump height on the loader arms is not very tall. Like you really can't get that into any dump trucks, and I don't really want to take it any much further than that because I don't want to break it, but that's about as far as it wants to go. And I mean, yeah, that's disappointing, but overall, I mean, if you look at the rest of the quality of the model, it's really good. And again, it's not like you're going to take this out into the yard and start digging holes with it. It's just going to sit on the shelf. But it'd be nice if you could display it dumping into a haul truck, which unfortunately you really won't be able to do. But that being said, there's so many nice things about the loader that it kind of offsets that. But again, you know, it just depends on what you want to do with it. If it's just going to sit on the shelf just like this, then it's perfect. But if you really wanted to have it next to I don't know, like a 769 or something like that, or 777, I guess would be better matched for it. It ain't going to reach the bed. It's just not going to do it. If you really wanted to, you could probably get in there and Frankenstein something to give yourself a little more tip height, but I wouldn't want to do that just because some models I have no problem whatsoever, you know, cutting up and modifying and making it the way I want it, but I don't think I would do it to this. These are a little bit too hard to find to do that to. But everything else though, like I said, there's just so many things that just look fantastic on this that it's hard to nitpick over, you know, little things like that. Overall, I'm pretty happy with it. I like it a lot. Like I said, they're sold out. They're hard to come by, but they can be found. You have to be persistent. You have to keep looking, and yeah, they turn up. So anyway, that's about all I have for that. Thanks for watching. If you'd like to see more of what we have, please subscribe to Maryland Construction Diecast. And if you have any questions or comments, feel free to ask. Thanks.